Walley, Honest Beers, we're back this week. Episode 99, actually, quite funnily enough. But we looked at our week. Our weekend, we spent a lot of time together, a lot of time at the pub. We MC'd a 40th. There's plenty of other stuff on, but you've got an honest list this week.
I do. It's a culinary week. I've got my top 5 dining formats, plus we talk about the Pizza Hut Challenge, plus I talk about my cookbook. So, culinary extravaganza.
Absolutely. And if you want to hear more about this cookbook, you have to tune into this episode. Welcome to Honest Beers. My name is Leggy, and as always, I'm joined by Walley. How are you, mate?
Top of the world, mate. Top of the world. No more buys for a little while for the Hawthorn Football Club.
Yes.
Do you know what's this is how much I love footy? So what we have is
I was hoping to delay the footy chat.
No, but I will just say this off top, and everyone will get this. The buys are absolute BS. We know that.
Yeah,
it's frustrating. But the little bump in just joy I got this morning when I woke up and my footy team's playing. Got to wait a whole week because it's not until next Monday.
Shit, yeah, it is too.
But I just feel like missed out on the weekend, and so it's I'm looking forward to it. You, mate?
Looking forward to missing out on the weekend this weekend, that's for sure, with regard to footy. But no, I'm going well. It's a Monday Arvo. We're recording. Obviously, this will be live Tuesday morning for everyone like usual. But I saw a lot of you over the weekend.
Yes,
maybe we should start off the top at the MC gig we did with you can call it an MC gig. I actually didn't really know what it was, but we had Pato and Steph's 40th,
yes,
and we were given a 16-page rundown, which we condensed.
That is genuine because we got the rundown via text.
You tried to print it,
and then I tried to print it. Printing via text on your phone, it's tough going. And then when I went print, and it said 16 pages, I was like, I can't print that.
It was extraordinary.
But it was good. Like, at the end of the day, I think that, when you're talking at something and you're looking at everyone going, you guys are just going to shut up now.
Yeah.
And then the rain started and all of that. So it was like, okay, great. But you know what, mate? If it's your birthday and you're turning 40 or you're turning 50 or you're having a milestone, we'll do what you ask and everyone else can just play with it.
It's funny. You mentioned it before about you're trying to look at people to see if they're enjoying it, and then the rain comes down, right? And so you make a decision in your mind thinking, you want to leave people.
We trimmed it up.
Yeah,
mate.
You want to trim it up. You want to leave, but
we trimmed it
Pato
up.
comes up to him and goes, "You could have gone longer."
Yeah, I know.
Like Pato, it was weird. It was like Pato's had a birthday and he's decided that he's going to do everything that he enjoys, and he's not going to necessarily think too much about the rest. Look, we got a lot of positive feedback from people in the room.
It was fun, mate. Look, honestly, but I think the main thing is it was a good night. I'll tell you what, I've looked back at speeches in my life and that I think when I was younger, I think I enjoyed the frivolities more.
Yep.
And some of the ceremonial stuff and all of that. I think now, as I'm getting older, I think it is a real little get in.
Yeah.
Thank yous.
Yep. Thank yous are important.
Yep. Thank yous. One story.
Yep.
Maybe a gagging out.
Yeah, I think,
and nice line to finish.
Yeah, and we had to balance a few different things. One, it's a joint 40th, so we needed to give both of them their dues. It would have been an absolute roasting of Pato if Steph wasn't involved. That's for sure. But then you're interviewing the kids, which was kind of cute. We interviewed Pato's dad. Probably went on a little bit longer than it needed to. Maybe, I don't know. But then you're hearing people saying you could have gone longer. So
you're hearing Pato say we could have gone longer.
I heard 2 people say it. Yeah. But anyway, that's fine. It was great though. Congrats to them. You did an honest list as well, which was great. We did I guess some things you need to think about when you turn 40.
I actually thought back to that, and it was a little bit navel gazing in terms of that. What I should have actually
bit
done.
of whiskey chat in there.
Yeah, a bit of whiskey chat, but more the advice. And I think that there's a lot of the stuff, but a couple of the things we spoke about, like you pretend you're a little bit wiser, you care a little bit less about what people think.
Absolutely.
That's what I said. Pat, everyone here over 40 wants to be here because you stop making you stop going to things that you really don't want to go to and all of that. But mate, look, the whole night was great. It was good. It deserved the time it got, and he deserved a bit of time today. Pato's been great with us. And, he's definitely going to be featuring on the show again soon.
He is, which we'll talk about. We also need to bring back Ponderings. I think we've given it a little bit of a break while we've sort of been in and out of studios. We obviously have a home here at the DDF
Jeez, he went
headquarters.
on a tear the other day, didn't he? He just gave us about 10 of them.
Yeah, I think we'll bring him back. The only reason we haven't done it, for those that are wanting it, is that I want it to be a bit more interactive rather than just me reading out a text. Like, if he can't be here in person, which is totally fine, I wouldn't mind like an audio message or something like that just kind of...
Yeah, it's fair enough.
Or even like he calls us, like he dials in or something like that that's a little bit more interactive. So we'll leave that with Pato. We know he's an avid listener. He can come up with a plan there. But another thing that happened for us over the weekend, when I say try out a new pub, it's not a new pub, but we went to the Beehive for the first time.
Yes.
It got renovated like nearly 2 years ago, maybe just under 2 years ago, and I've still been saying, fuck, we need to go.
Pub.
We had a pre-drink there. It was good, wasn't it?
It's a good pub. And what this thing is, we're not like one-trick ponies when it comes to pubs. We do love the Erica, and we go to the Erica.
And the Orong as well.
And the Orong as well, and the Duck, and a number of others. The Ocean's not bad. The Auburn's okay. Well, there's plenty. But my point is, it was good.
Corner.
It's in the heartland. It's another Hawthorn pub.
Yep.
So
plenty of Hawks paraphernalia, if I can use that word.
Yeah, I was there. Do you know what I was thinking about doing?
Hawks used to the word paraphernalia as well.
Yeah, exactly. I've worked out that I've been thinking about this. There's at least 5 Hawks pubs. I could rank them.
Elgin.
Yep.
Obviously, Auburn Beehive.
Glenferrie.
Oh, the Glen. I always forget about that because that's a dive. Well, it might be better now, but that used to be a dive. And
Hawthorn,
and the Hawthorn Hotel.
Well, this is the thing. I say at least 5 because I think is the Harper Verona Hawks pub in Kew. Then you've got the Skinny Dog. I reckon I might be wrong.
I'm not across the Kew pubs.
No, neither am I. Then you have the Hawthorn Hotel.
Yep.
The Tower, 24 hour.
We did go there.
We did go there, and you go. One of those has to be a Hawks pub.
Yeah.
So my point is, that's why I say there'd be at least 5.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, we will. That's a thing for the.
But the point of that is just like I think
it's a good pub.
This show's called Honest Beers. Whenever we go to a pub and we consume some beers, we should talk about it. And I think that the Beehive is, if you're wanting a Saturday afternoon, this is what I like about
Screens are good.
Screens are good. Saturday afternoon pub for the footy. Like it's a bit like the Orong in that it is more cozy.
It's cozy, noisy.
Yeah.
Food.
Good vibe. Food look good.
Food look good. They got Carlton Draft on tap, so that's a big tick.
Screeners as well, not just pints and pots.
They go.
Which we discovered after our second
pint. So they got all of that. Yeah, look, mate, it's a lot of ticks.
Yeah, 100%. Definitely check it out. Worth it. And just like also looking back at the last week and some of the responses we've had, you mentioned on the show that you'd like to maybe do your own cookbook, which garnered a lot of interest. We only got the clip out recently, but the actual people that were listening to the show, I had a lot of people go, Walley should absolutely do this. I want to know, have you thought about it more in the last 7 days?
Yeah, I actually have.
Okay.
I think I like to try and have a side project.
Yep. Side quest?
A side quest, usually. And I mean,
let's
be honest, some of this, no, not so much. Jesus, don't have the energy. I like to have something going on the side. And I podcast a bit like that, but they become a little bit more as part of what I do and that now.
Yeah.
So I was like, what is an outlet for me like that's a hobby? And there's a lot of things I won't take up. And I thought, why not have a crack at this? So I've got a theory on how I want to do it.
Okay.
So I've got a theory on this. There is something to this. I'm not going to plagiarize it. So that's the first thing. Because the other thing is there's a clear video of me saying I'm going to plagiarize it. So it'd be pretty hard to defend.
Probably can't get away with it.
So I can't plagiarize it. I might be inspired.
Hey, mate, OJ Simpson got off. OJ Simpson got off. So
yeah, there you go. I might be mused. I could be. There would be. I would be. Is that? I don't know if that's a thing, but anyway. But I might take inspiration from areas as you have to, musicians doing all of that. But I thought there's a lot of. I spend a fair bit of time in the kitchen, and one of the things I do a lot of is I will cook a base of something that can be used in multiple different ways.
Yep.
And I think that there's a section for that.
Multi-use.
I think that then there could be a section for classics and a little story about each one and what it means. There could be a like lads' dinner Friday night.
This is good.
So yeah, I'm gonna have. I thought maybe.
Which this kind of links to your honest list a little bit as well. It's kind of like contextual relevance. Yeah. Okay.
So
I feel this.
Honest recipes, or whatever we call it, could actually be like. I think that there is something here.
Yeah.
And then you could have a few other people and some stories. And like, I went for inspiration. I went back through Merv and his barbecue book and Matty Hayden's cookbook and these sort of ones. And I had a look through some other celebrity ones. And I'm like, they really put a lot of it in there.
Yeah. And
I thought, do you know what? At the end of the day, let's think about the absolute worst case scenario of this cookbook.
Yeah.
What we do is I write it all out. I maybe take a photo.
Yep.
Get one of the many people in our world that are good photographers to help me with that. So I take the photo. And then I actually end up with just, if nothing ever comes of it, which it probably won't, I end up with a personal recipe book just for myself.
You can pass down the generations.
Yeah, exactly right. So I'm doing this.
I think you should do it.
I'm 100% doing this. I don't have like an end date. I thought
you don't need it. I don't think you need an end date. I think what you need to do is you need to document the journey. You've done. I think we did one example of the cooking, like a cooking thoughts, like what goes through your mind.
That has to happen.
Well, but maybe this is part of it.
Yep.
Maybe each week you're going, okay, guys, I'm working on my tiramisu for the cookbook. But while I was
to work on that,
well, well, you know what I mean. It's the first thing that came to mind. But while I'm doing that, I'm thinking about this and that. I think there's a chance for you to really, weave in the cooking content more. That's what the people want to see.
Absolutely. So what I will be doing is I think that whether it's a recipe a week or something like that, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to work out the structure of it. I'm going to work out the spine and go, okay, this is what it's going to look like. But I'm going to have a crack at it. Why not?
I want to bring DT into this because DT is a bachelor. I feel like DT, you're potentially the market. I don't know what your cooking is like, but I reckon you're the market for this. If Walley was to make a cookbook, you'd be surely using it to your advantage.
I'd be all over it.
This is my point. That's your target market right there. So cookbook's going to happen. Keep documenting it. We will talk more about it on the show. As usual, it's a little bit of footy chat. We don't have to talk Hawks because they didn't play. So they're back next week, which is exciting. Saints, look, I'm not going to spend much on this. It's just another week of disappointment. Absolutely am I in no way being disrespectful to the Lions because they are a great team. They're the back-to-back champs and they still are the champs until somebody else wins. But just felt like for me the frustration was in that I knew what was going to happen and it still happened. And I think as a fan, when you know before the game that your team's going to be competitive, but ultimately they won't take the chances and the team you're playing will stand up when it matters and you won't, it's kind of a bit annoying when that's exactly how the game plays out. You're like, how the fuck were you not playing for this? I don't really know what's going on.
It was the worst week to get them.
It probably was.
They were 0-2. Yeah. They had the break, so they were able to reassess.
Got some players back from suspension as well.
Players back, and it was just. And to be honest, there was a hell of a lot more worse performances than you over the weekend. You stuck with them, and then they just pulled away late. We're talking about the benchmark of the competition.
Yeah, no, I know
they
that.
haven't been playing like that. Like they're not Dogs, Swans, Gold Coast all playing at that. Hawks, whoever are playing at that level. I think that's top four, and then I know they haven't been playing, but they're still the benchmark.
Yeah,
still, if they all turn up, they're still the best.
It's the disappointing thing where you're looking at it more from a win-loss point of view rather than how you're playing point of view. You're like, oh, fuck, now we're 1-3. It would have been nice to have been 2-2 rather than, like, I don't even know. That may have been the best game we've played this year. I don't know. It could be, right? So then you're like, okay, well, maybe they're getting better. Maybe that was the best. I don't know for a fact, but maybe that was the best game they played this year. But when you don't get the win, it makes it worse. So that's just more frustration. But a couple other random footy notes that we need to talk about as we move on from our own teams. Firstly, North and West Coast are 2-1, which I guess if you looked at the fixture before the season, you looked at North, you would have gone, Port Adelaide's winnable at Marvel. Then they got West Coast. You probably would have thought they'd win that, which they actually didn't. And then I guess now Essendon was clearly winnable. So maybe North being 2-1 isn't the biggest shock, but West Coast 2-1's a shock.
Yep.
They were down by 6 goals against Port in Adelaide yesterday.
Yep.
And they're 2-1, which is extraordinary. They had the same win-loss record as Hawthorn, which I don't think anyone would have predicted that.
No.
Which is extraordinary. And then Friday night at Marvel, DT, our producer, was there, I believe. Collingwood home game at Marvel. The first time, I believe, that those two teams have ever met at Marvel. I think they've met at the G most of the other times, and obviously in Sydney, and I doubt they would have made Collingwood go to Canberra. But Pies won. They're 2-1. We said... I just want to say one thing. We said they were going to go under 13.5, but in doing that, we also gave the football club one of the greatest raps of all time. Like, we basically said more positive shit about Collingwood than we did our own team. So it's not like we have just like knocked them down, but we just didn't think that they were going to respond. But they're 2-1. If they can get over the Lions, 3-1 with the draw that they've had to start the year, it's pretty strong.
Yeah, I cop shit for my Collingwood glove.
Same, yeah.
Because it's like I do. Because I just rate what they do. That's all fine. Forgetting that. Yeah, it's early. It's very early. I don't know, but what we've seen with this team, and I just look at the list profile and all of that, it is hard to go through the season. That second half of the season is a different beast. I don't know.
They're playing differently to everyone else too.
But they're just so well organized.
That's exactly right. That's where they're. I feel like
this is what they do. People have to, whether you like Collingwood or not, the 2010-11 Collingwood, which was stacked, right? That team was stacked.
Yeah.
The one, they were super organised then too. They had these structures and the way they play, and you get the same. I mean, it was like you get the same output week in, week out. You get that same output week in, week out from them, and the same game style, and they're just consistent beasts. And we've seen that year after year after year. So you just like it's not. I think we did say we wouldn't be playing in the space.
No, I didn't actually back it.
Did we? Maybe I did play in the space.
I didn't back it because it was one of those ones where it really was pretty close to it. I think it's a good line. It's a good line.
I think it came in. I think I was backing 13.5, but not 12.5.
Yeah, I would never have taken 12.5.
DT, how are you feeling about it all?
I feel good, but it was one of those games we had to win. Like, obviously, there was no Buckley, no Taylor. So, like, you take their two best defenders out of the side. You've got to win. Obviously, now we've lost more for a month, which I feel like Billy Frampton plays a lot better when he's got Darcy Moore and Jeremy Howe there.
Absolutely.
And, like, obviously, he kept Jesse Hogan to 4 disposals. But it's not one of those wins I'm going to be like, oh, look at us, we're back. It's like... It's just a game you have to win.
Yeah.
And there's still times like you speak about the system and the structure. So many times in the games that just gets beaten. Like they'll come up so high up the field. All you need is that long kick over. Like we're just so exposed. So it'll be interesting how we go without Darcy Moore for a month. And obviously Pendles is injured or he's a bit of tightness in his Achilles.
They're just nursing him, aren't they? Like he's going to get to. I mean, obviously I'm not taking any gloss off it, but he's going to get to this record playing probably 40% of each game, I reckon, at the moment. Which you could tell as well. When he was looking good in the first quarter, playing on ball, he had like six disposals.
Mate,
when he's fresh,
the first couple of games, he looked great. Yeah. Impactful too. What do we make of GWS? Because I have no idea.
I think it's unfair to knock them too much.
I'm not knocking it. I just don't know.
I think it's pretty hard.
Let's just go. Let's wait and see.
Wait till they're
full strength. Because if they are full strength, they're probably. We didn't think they're probably a final.
They're not going to be full strength till next year, are they?
That's the problem.
So Daniels is a super important high half forward for them, who also plays a bit of midfield. He's out. Bedford's their kind of stopper, but can also play small forward.
And in current footy, when everybody seems to be running a tagger at the moment, like Bedford is a massive.
Two best defenders are out. Tom Green is not coming back.
Josh Kelly
is out.
Most experienced mid.
Plus, what's
Aaron Cadman?
Yeah, Aaron Cadman. Plus, what's the helmeted bloke called again? Darcy Jones.
Darcy Jones.
Yeah, like that's
pace.
Yeah, so it's pace.
So they're losing leadership, key position players, midfielders, pace, composure, poise, experience. You name it, they're missing it.
It's pretty hard. It's pretty hard to. I know we just spoke about Collingwood not having Moore and Howe for the first couple of games, and they went 1-1. Well, they haven't. They haven't had Taylor at all, and then they lost Buckley, so they've had their two best defenders.
They made Hawthorn look pretty average in the opening round.
Yeah, but this is where I think the opening rounds are really hard to get a gauge on teams, right? Like the Hawks. If you look at everything the Hawks have done since then, they've looked ultra professional.
Look at Sydney's first half versus second half. It just takes. I mean, do you know what's funny? First half versus second half, and we don't even need to address the Carlton thing, but mate. West Coast players, fucking for them it was 9:30 a.m. and they didn't wake up till the second half. It's the most ridiculous fixturing we've ever seen of all of the. Or actually, okay, question without notice. What's more ridiculous? We have 2 Sunday games, and one of them is going to be played when the travelling team, when it's 9:30 a.m. in their state, and then we're going to play another one at 3:15 and nothing else for the rest of the day. So they could have played it at 4:40. Option 1, or having 2 Friday night games played at the same time, because that happens multiple times this year.
Oh, they're both ridiculous, but I think the 2 Friday night games is the most ridiculous.
At least this didn't overlap.
Didn't overlap, which is
9:30 a.m. Hey, I'm bang up for that. If there's like 3 or 4 games of footy on,
well, there's a 6:30 game after the 3:15 game. Yeah,
Anzac Day this year. There's I think 4 games. And they're going to run like midday, 3, 6, and 8. I think the last 2 clash a little bit.
They don't need a fourth.
They don't need a fourth. But my point is, that's fine, because you're going to get footy the whole way through the day. And
does that mean Fox Footy gets Anzac Day exclusively?
No,
because Channel 7 doesn't have a Saturday. Then it's not part.
Oh, Anzac Day's different, mate. It's like finals. Anzac Day, I can almost. There is no way that Anzac Day footy.
Well,
will
it's
not
on
be
Saturday.
broadcast
Maybe
on
it's just that one game, Collingwood Essendon.
Yeah, but they didn't do Saturday Day footy last year, but it was on.
But the Anzac Day wasn't on Saturday.
Oh, that's true.
That's my point. Anzac Day's on Saturday for the first time. Yeah, that's my point. Yeah,
that's a very good point. Time will it will be. It'll be on Channel 7.
Very interesting. But yeah, so DT, we're not giving you or the Pies fans an apology yet, but we're going to monitor this closely. Pizza Hut. We're getting closer, obviously. Each week we're getting closer. I think we're like 7 weeks away now, so still a long way to go. But a couple of things we wanted to tick off here. So, firstly, last week we played the first entrance of the Pizza Hut comp. We want to reveal who's in, so reveal that. We've also got 2 fresh audio notes. I'm going to take up the whole episode, but we've got 2 more that we're going to play. And then lastly, we want to talk about the community heading down to Pizza Hut Ballarat and getting some photos, which we posted. So firstly, let's name who's in the comp. I'm going to do the names. I want all 3 of you guys to buy in here and say yes or no or whatever. But the first one is not. It's non-negotiable. We can't fight over it. This is our entrance, DT, right?
DT, who once had 56 roast potatoes on a Christmas Day session.
Yep. You are our Everest slot receiver, which is great. Second one, Pato is in.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
Pato is in. But what he spoke about and I'm talking Pato is in from a pure numbers point of view. We're talking about everything he ate pre-concert, what he ate post-concert. There were sausages, there were burgers. It was a proper display, and I have also seen him eat. He can eat.
Yeah, he can eat massively. I think that any person that's been a professional athlete can put food away.
And what's his body composition? It was like an ecto frame or endo, whatever it was.
Yeah, something like that.
So he's in. That's the second one. Third one is my man Jake Dunn is in, the Ballarat local who now resides in Richmond.
Yeah, so a Ballarat representative.
Jake is in.
About Ballarat, and rather than somebody coming from Ballarat, which would be great, we did like the idea of a Ballarat local that's now in Melbourne. So apologies to everyone from Ballarat that put their hand up and sent us through a note, but we like the idea of them being everybody competing, being on the bus.
Agreed.
Up and back. So it is.
Which isn't to say that if you're from Ballarat, please come.
But
the entrants have to be on the bus with
we
us
want
because we'll be creating content.
And he is from Ballarat. So like this is literally like he's a Ballarat native. So he is 100% representing.
I think it's a great call.
There. So that's we went with that because we had some messages and notes through, but it was like, okay, what we need is we really want everyone to be on the bus. If he's going to go,
unless you're a Ballarat entrant, you want to come to Melbourne, get on the bus.
Then we can reassess. But no one was willing to do that.
I don't think anyone's going to want to do that. And then the last one. So the fourth one. This is the first 4. We're not going to announce any more this week. This is the last one. He probably had DT Ken on your views here as well. He probably had the best.
He definitely
had the best video, audio message, and that's Flanners. Flanners is in.
And I can report, I've spoken to Flanners. Yep. He is going to come on the show, and we might share a couple of those other stories we spoke about. We'll share his food-related stories in the lead up. We'll probably get a couple of competitors to come on as guests to the show in the lead up to the Pizza Hut Challenge. So he will be coming onto the show to talk about that in the weeks leading up, which is very exciting.
I have to get him on. And so so that's it. They're the 4 that are in. That's all we're announcing this week. But what we're going to do now is we're going to play 2 fresh ones. As I said, we're going to drip feed these over the weeks. We've got 2 fresh ones. Okay. And the first one we've got comes from very, very much friend of the show, was very integral in getting us back together as part of our launch video. And that is the great Will Taylor.
Oh, he was part of it.
Yeah, g'day Leggy and Wally. It's Big Willie T here, a long-time fan, first-time caller here. I heard there was a little pizza eating competition that I would love to put my name forward for the old Ballarat All-You-Can-Eat Pizza Challenge. Now, I'm a big pizza man myself. Probably gone through as many pizzas as Scott Pendlebury's gone through AFL games, so I know my way around a few slices, so I would love to put my name forward. Can't wait to see you boys down there, and go the doggies.
So Will's going to be there regardless, but he's put his name forward to enter, so we'll obviously consider that like we do everything else. We'll take the week to sort of decide. So that's Will in there. Does a lot of work with you.
Yeah, he's done some sports stuff.
I have no doubt, like again, we can't just let everyone in, but I'm just saying I have no doubt that he is someone that could compete based on that. He seems, when you hear people, so I'm looking at me at the moment. I probably don't eat as much as I used to eat. If you heard me enter, there'd be some trepidation in my voice. He's fucking confident in what he just said. And that's the thing.
Yeah, DT.
Yeah, so I play footy with Tails down at Wattle Park, and I've seen him at a Thursday night dinner devour food. So I know he's got the eating capability to enter in this channel. So into this challenge. Sorry. So. Yeah, he's certainly going to be at home.
Yeah, I saw him inhale a bun me the other week. He
How many bites was it? About 4?
It would have been 1.
Yeah,
straight down.
Yeah, mate. But the he is the I am listening in this because when I get excited about food and talk, it's not the words that they're saying.
No, it's how.
It's how they're saying it. Don't get me wrong. Then they've like specific numbers, like 56 roast spuds is
big numbers.
It's actually insane.
You're a pig, ain't you,
I've been meaning to do the maths on it because they'd have to be. Those spuds like that would have to be 50 grams. That's 2.5 kilos of potato.
It's a lot. I still don't believe you did it.
So I need to find the photo, but we used to count it on like an iPad, me versus my cousin, and so we had like a counter. So like,
they were like that big.
They were decent sized potatoes. I can make some. I'll get mum to make some roast potatoes. Send a photo through for authenticity.
Yeah, that'd be good.
But yeah, decent sized potatoes, not like a little.
No,
maybe we should head there.
It has to be over 2 kilos. If you're eating 2 kilos of essentially starch. Then you are going to be able to put away 20 sauces.
Well, you're our entrant, so we expect big things.
I'm wrapped with it. I'm very happy with our horse.
How do you reckon it'd go down if the Honest Beers producer won the Honest Beers All You Can Eat challenge? Probably wouldn't go down that well, would it?
But no. Do you know why it's fine? Because it's hard numbers.
True. There's no cheating.
Not like the
true.
Spider Everett raffle at the Hawthorn Football Club. This is not those areas. This is 100%. Okay, you're all sitting here. It doesn't matter how you got here.
Yeah.
Whoever eats the most wins.
One thing we're going to need to work out is it's probably not going to be us because I imagine we'll probably be having a few drinks and we won't be as attentive as we need to be. But we're commentating, but we're going to need, I think, official kind of like, you know, if you have an official timekeeper in some events, we're going to need official pizza counter, I think.
Yeah, I think that's good. I've got
we can't watch 8 people.
I've got a couple of ideas around that.
Okay, well we can that can be future content because again we've got 7 weeks of content to fill here. Last entrant we're going to play.
And, by the way, as well, I want it like the hot dog thing. I'm going to get the little numbers that we tick over.
Yep,
that's the best way to count. And there's an honor system here. People like all I want, the one wish I have.
Yep.
It would be amazing if everybody that enters goes over the 20. It would warm my heart.
Yeah,
I don't want this record anymore.
Yeah,
it's funny. I had some family we were talking about it. They go, "You're getting a few people." My brother and sister. They go, "So what's the record?" It doesn't seem like. I said, "No, it's not like an official Pizza Hut record. I just did it."
I think
and like it's the Honest Beers record.
I reckon one thing DT might do is he might do the old like the. Who was it? Was it Mark Taylor didn't go 334 and like
out of respect.
Bam should have done the 81 with Kobe, but he didn't. I reckon you're gonna do the 20 and just
I get to 19 and a half.
Imagine if everyone did it out of respect. That's
we
good.
Stand together.
Last one is Ash Kalb, who is a friend of the show. He's actually sent in audio messages before, normally of the depressed Essendon variety.
Yes.
So he's still depressed Essendon, but this is more of an upbeat sort of let me be part of this challenge variety. So I'll play this one.
To Leggy and Walley, this is a long-time listener, one of your most loyal followers.
That's fair.
I really need to enter this all-you-can-eat comp. Pizza is my absolute go-to. I don't breathe when I eat, and it seems to just get things down really quickly. So I think I'm a really, really good applicant for the role and would love to be involved in this special occasion. So count me in. I reckon I could almost have two full pizzas to myself.
Well, you're going to need to.
I
don't doubt it.
I like. Do you know what I like about that? We learned something about the technique.
Yeah.
And that is, I don't breathe when I eat.
That's why I thought we'd play that one.
So that's like a swimmer. He gets the work done up for a breath. So he must go hoovering like half a slice to a slice.
Well, and that's a really good point. Like for those that are still considering whether they want to enter, that's what we're after. We're not just going to be like, oh, I'm a good eater. Everyone knows I'm a good eater. It's give us
an example.
Technique.
How many spuds did you have on Christmas Day?
100%.
What and
which everyone's done. I mean,
just think about the amount of calories and all the food and the people there. Are we gonna have a medic on site?
Oh come on, mate.
Because like just hearing like he doesn't breathe when he eats, like it's. Just trying to think,
mate. That like if he knows what he's doing, that's fine. I'm assuming.
I think friend of the pod and legal advisor Chris Boo have a waiver form.
He'll have a waiver, and then what we'll also do.
Surely.
Quick shout out.
Yes.
Legal advisor to the pod and friend of the pod Chris Boo's birthday last week.
It was.
I actually missed it, so
it was.
Booey, but shout out to you.
Well, and he celebrated his birthday by driving down to Ballarat with his beautiful partner. When I say celebrated, he'd already planned to go down there, but he knew that he was going sort of in the Ballarat region, and he decided to, which we very much appreciate, swing past Bakery Hill and send some delightful photos. He said...
She's a beaut, isn't she?
It made me laugh so much. He said it was actually packed. So you couldn't tell in the photo, right? Because it looked like there was no soul in that car park, but apparently inside it, It was just a hive of activity.
That's amazing.
But like Saturday afternoon at a Pizza Hut, that's what it's going to be for us.
Yeah, exactly right.
2 o'clock's original start time. Hopefully it's the 2:10. Hopefully it's going to be the same when we're there.
I
So
can't wait.
good to know that Pizza Hut's busy on a Saturday, and good to see that it's definitely 100% still open as well.
Yeah, no, I'm very excited.
So shout out to the legal advisor. I'm going to get him on the waiver form pretty soon. And to answer your question, DT, on the medic,
I would just have instructions to the hospital.
Yeah, I think
maybe an ambulance on call.
we might need someone who's not blind to call the medic. So it's probably not going to be us.
So we need somebody that can
Someone responsible.
dial 000, and
Yep.
we need somebody that can adjudicate and judge. Yeah, all right. Well, yeah, leave that with us. I'm sure we can find a couple of semi-responsible people to be able to do that.
Yeah, 100%. It's a good call out.
That sounds good, boys.
Yeah, well done.
Might even get the bus driver.
Yes, that's not a bad shout. That's another thing we're working on at the moment too.
Well, hang on. Maybe the bus driver could do it. Like, he's just sitting in the bus.
Mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
We're
What if the bus driver wanted to enter the competition?
Oh, mate, we don't need 22 slices of pizza in a driver on the way home.
If the bus driver wants to enter the competition, send through your application. But yeah, it would.
He will be invited in for lunch, though.
Yes, absolutely.
There's no doubt about that.
DT, keep the mic hot because it's DT's list.
Yes.
What have you got?
It is. So obviously the socials were blowing up last week with the smaller version of DT's list. So
Yep.
This is better.
as we know, we're on Instagram and TikTok, YouTube Shorts as well. So make sure to catch all the content there. So I'm going to give you a short list here. So how well do you guys know your movies?
I'd like to think pretty well.
Depends what sort of movies.
Yeah.
Sports movies?
No,
Tick.
just
Comedies?
regular movies.
Tick. Blockbuster.
I'm good with
epics.
anything from.
Yeah,
I'm good from
probably.
anything 90s onwards. I struggle a little bit with anything sort of just mainly because of my age and what I grew up with.
Yeah.
I know the classics from the 70s, but I
Well, it
couldn't tell
depends.
you.
If what's the angle? What are we doing here?
So I've got the IMDb top 250 movies, the official
nice.
charts.
Like this.
And I just want you guys to name the top 5 movies on that chart.
Okay.
Do you want us to go first? Do you want to
Yeah,
start now?
yeah. Go.
Okay.
I can give you a 2-minute timer, so this doesn't
Yeah,
go
cool.
forever.
Yeah,
So
The Godfather.
yes, that's number 2.
Godfather Part 2.
That's number 4.
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas. No, it's not in there.
It should be.
Wow.
Kramer versus Kramer.
No.
Apocalypse Now.
Nope.
What's it called? Rosebud.
Rosebud.
Citizen Kane.
Nope.
Oh.
Citizen
Kane.
Dark Knight.
Yes, that's number 3.
So what numbers have we got now? To
1 and 5.
Oh, we've got 3 of them. We've got 1.
Yeah,
4,
so
and
you
5.
got The Godfather,
we got
number
1 and 5
2.
left.
Dark
Shawshank
Knight,
Redemption.
number 1.
Yep.
So you got
And-
number 5.
Titanic.
Nope.
Oh, thank
Good
God.
because it's a shit house.
Um,
I just thought it would be there.
This movie was made in 1957.
Oh, Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Nope.
Guess who's coming to dinner?
Nope.
My Fair Lady.
Nope.
Sound of Music.
Nope.
Mary Poppins.
No, I got nothing. I got nothing if it's in the 50s.
Well, have we heard of it?
You may have. Well, it's top 5 in the...
Sound of Music.
No. It's top 5 in the list, so you'd think you'd...
Lawrence
you'd
of
heard-
Arabia.
No.
Casablanca.
No.
Psycho.
No.
No, that's been.
It's been a minute already. I'll give you another 30 seconds.
Yep. Oh, can you give us a hint?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to load.
To Catch a Thief. Maltese Falcon.
No.
I thought that was.
This is where I struggle with anything 50s outside of a couple of. Is it an Alfred Hitchcock movie?
He's not going to know that.
Directed by Sidney
Portier?
Lumet or Lumet.
Oh.
No, obviously he thought it was an actor. So it
Yeah.
would've been
No,
a
I
kid.
got nothing, mate.
No, we got
Put us out of our
All
misery.
right, so it's 12 Angry Men.
Oh, you should have given us a hint. You should have said it happened in a jury. It
Well,
was a
I've never
jury.
seen the
Oh,
movie
I
before,
didn't
so I
think you
probably
said
It's
know.
12 Angry Men. They're on a jury and they were all super angry.
That was good.
That's not bad.
That was good. We did pretty well.
We did well. to
I
get
went
the
straight away
awards.
with The Godfather.
It certainly helps when Godfather's 2 of the movies are bad.
Okay, I like the format.
Yep.
DT's made the prep a little easier for him in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
We did the heavy lifting with it. Was the
Top 10?
the top 10 was just a nightmare. And by the way, I've thought more about that. That's not right. It's not right.
Yeah, that list was
not
shit
right.
ass. But I think that was great because you
great.
gave us a time limit. So it's just quick fire, not too much delay. So anyone,
We're gonna need a special one for next week, DT.
Yeah.
special one for next week.
And why is it going to be special for next week? Why is that?
It's our 100th show next week, DT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's Easter as well, of course.
And it's Easter.
Yeah.
So next week, really special. Don't fall into a trap and make it chocolate or rabbit themed.
I might try and make it Honest Beers related.
Oh, that's a great idea.
That's a great idea.
I'm going to talk about my top five lists.
Yeah, you should do that.
Do you know-
we'll
do you
raise
know-
raising the bat. There is a bat in the studio. We'll raise it.
Do you know one list that came up the other day? And it was one of the more fun ones I did was when I did the top 5 TV dads.
Yeah,
But I always regretted my top order, and I should have actually had Randy Mush is really number 1.
Yeah.
And Bandit Healer is 2, and I had them around the wrong way. But that's
you can always change it.
I basically have.
You can always rectify.
Can't that, but yeah.
Yep.
I think that Bandit Healer sets unrealistic standards.
Yep.
As a father.
Great.
Anyway, no, good stuff, DT.
That was good.
That.
Looking forward to the 100th episode next week. A little bit more on that in a sec. Segment that we launched last week, who Leggy wouldn't want to have a beer with, Patrick Voss. It's footy related. That was last week. It's footy related again.
Of course it is.
It's Tristan Sherry. What the fuck was that all about? DT, can you tell us exactly what happened? Pato had Walley and I at his 40th, so we didn't actually watch the game, but I've seen the
that's the reason we didn't watch yesterday in North Melbourne.
Yeah, true. Yeah. We've seen the subsequent footage. I can't justify a reason, and hence why we wouldn't want to have a beer with him, why you would smear blood on someone's face.
If you watch it, the one thing I don't know is how bad the incident was before. So I'm assuming
But there's still no justification.
I agree. I just want to understand the full context.
So I watched the vision as a whole once. So I believe there was a contest, and Tristan Sherry just gets hits in the face, kind of falls to the ground. Like, you see a big guy like that, they shouldn't fall so easily.
And he hasn't been suspended or anything, so this wasn't like an illegal hit.
It wasn't malicious, but he was down behind play. So Essendon got the ball back, started going up the field on the wing, then turnover, and he was by himself in the forward 50. Kick goes to him, marks it, and there was just a bit of, I think, I forgot who the player was. It could have been Andy McGrath or someone else, but they're kind of going.
Andy McGrath's the one who did it too, right?
Yeah. And then, so there's a bit of talk. You don't really know what they're saying on the field, but then I think after he kicks the goal, it just kind of goes up to him. Yeah, you guys hit me. Like, look at this. Like, look at my nose. I'm bleeding. And he goes through his nose a couple of times just to show there's blood there.
Yeah.
And then obviously he does the thing. He smears it on his face. It's like, what are you doing there? Like, you shouldn't be doing that.
It's like everyone. It's like, do you reckon that Joel Selwood or Luke Hodge, when they have the gushing blood coming out, like properly hit, they're worried about going up and going, look what you did, or do they just get on with it?
I think they just get on with it. Well, the only example we've got is the Nathan Buckley, Cameron Ling one from a while ago where Bucks kind of wiped it on him. But Bucks said that was more about trying to get Cameron Ling off with the blood rule and to try and get separation because it's obviously tagging him, I believe is what the excuse was. It's what the excuse was at the time. But I don't care what anyone did to Tristan Sherry prior to it. There is no excuse for smearing blood. It's fucking weird. It's not right.
It was one for me.
Rucks are weird, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
They're
but
weird.
They're kind of fun too.
They are fun.
We've got Pato as our perfect. He's our resident ruckman.
Hybrid forward ruck. I reckon.
Yeah, I know, but they're right. But like
Pato would love that.
If you spend any time in the ruck,
you know, Pato was operating on a wing last year at Sea Lake.
I love that.
Yeah, getting 20 and 2 on a wing.
Why wouldn't you?
He's just an athletic beast, that man.
I'm with you here. I don't see a reason. Because the way I look at it is, let's say they've said the worst possible thing to you.
Yes.
Take a swing at him.
Yeah.
Jump and punch him.
I agree. Thank you. I said that.
I'd
rather you knock him out than put blood on their face.
Yeah, it's not a good look. How many weeks does he get?
Wow,
it's going to be big, isn't it?
It is.
They have to set an example.
It's gone straight to the tribunal.
And it's
4 to 5.
They're 2-1, and he's arguably their most important player.
Big time.
We're talking about a ruckman that gets a ton of hit outs, lays tackles, gets possession,
gets
clearances.
He's like Nang to Richmond.
Involved in
really physical.
He is, and he's like, yeah. What do you got for us, DT?
Do you want to see the actual thing?
The actual the
actual incident, yeah.
Yeah. Show us the incident. So we're gonna have a look here. This is it. We're just doing things here on the fly.
Yeah, this is huge.
So this is the actual incident.
Yeah, watching it now. Yeah, so it's Archie Roberts that hits him. He's showing the blood, so he's probably saying I should have got a free kick.
Yeah, I believe that's
he did
after.
get a free kick, didn't he? Hang on.
Nah, so he got the ball like when the turnover, then he was still inside forward 50. Then I believe Jackson Pryor's like having a go at him.
Yeah.
I think that's in the footage there.
It's like you made me bleed my own blood.
It's bizarre. It's really strange watching him just kind of like he shows him twice.
I think our man Cheetah at Type Media might have used. I reckon, if I'm not wrong, he did which was very, very smart. He did you make me bleed my own blood.
Well, it's dodgeball.
Dodgeball. It was
right.
which is mate. That's what he does, right? Just first in with that sort of stuff.
But
bizarre. Honestly, like that's just shit.
Yeah,
he will regret that. That's not going to be good. I reckon they'll set an example, and it's going to be something like 4 or 6.
I was going to say 4, 5, or 6.
It's going to be bad.
It is,
and it's just, you know what, they're trying every time this club seem to take a step forward, they're just a couple back. It's disappointing.
Yeah, there's a few North Melbourne fans that listen to this show that'd be pretty flat with that. That is for sure.
Would be. We'll wait until it happens.
honest list is back.
It is.
I sent last week.
Last week you asked
bit of
me to do it.
homework for you to
Yep.
do to come up
I've done
with
the homework.
the dining experiences
Here's
after
the
we went to David. So keen on this. It can be any sort of dining
Okay.
experience. Top 5, far away.
I've called it these are my top 5 dining formats
Formats. Okay.
in order. Usually go in any
So
order. So
it's-
I'm going to go from 5 to 1.
Huge.
So we're going to start. Number 5 on my list
Yep.
is really simple. Pub meal.
Great call.
And this could be a steak night. It could be
Pub night.
a long lunch at the pub or a lunch with friends, that sort of thing. Long lunch comes later. The other thing is that like one of the cool things about pub dining is where you go to a pub and you have lunch and dinner at the same pub because you're there for so long. So you're watching footy and that. So pub
it.
meal is
One of my
number
favourite.
5 on my
Yeah,
list.
could have been higher.
Yeah, number 4 is what they call family style when you do catering packages, which is essentially any form of the sharing food. You might be sharing a steak at St. Elmo or Rockpool and Grill Americano sides that. You could be sharing Mexican.
Yep.
It could be tapas. It could be anything. Greek food, Italian, different pastas at like Leonardo's in Carlton. You're sharing there. You might go to one of the local ones like Styria Renata
Yes.
or Grazia or
Great.
Reserva, any of that. Like, you could go to any of these restaurants and you're sharing.
Yep.
Love that. Okay.
Love it.
Number 3 on the list, hospital to sporting event. How good is sitting back? Easter Monday's a good one. You go behind the glass, you sit there, or you might be, you might get hospital or the horse to the races. Jeez, I haven't had that. I don't get much hospital anymore. I genuinely don't.
I don't believe that.
I don't. I miss it so much. When I go to sport with the company that I'm working, or I just go on my own dime, but hospital to sporting event comes in at number 3. Number 2, anything around a lazy Susan.
Yeah.
Yum
Well, I
banquets.
thought this was going to be number 1. but
Anything.
I know what number 1 is.
No. Number 1.
But keep going with though because we.
Okay,
because
Lazy Susan.
Yeah. So,
Lazy Susan. Okay, so we go dumplings. The cart comes around. Yeah, 10 Sing Tao. Make it 20 Sing Tao,
Yeah.
please. Yep.
favorite dumpling variety that you go?
So David's dumplings, I think Dumpling. I think they're just about the best.
Yep.
And then I'm a big ginger prawn. You know
Yes.
the yellow ginger prawn ones. Like the
Sumai,
sumai,
I knew you'd say
pork and
that.
prawn. The
Yep.
best is where you got the sumai and it's got the little prawn on top as well as inside. That's elite. Chicken and prawn at your traditional places. Xiaolong Bao good. Mate, I'm all in on that, but then you get your rice, you get your kung pao chicken. Like,
Interestingly, no Singtao on the David's menu.
no, it's probably different there, but
I think Singtao for me equates to yum cha. Like it's like
it is,
you
it
can't have
is.
one without the
And
other.
the other thing is that like most Chinese restaurants you go, you can get an ice cold Sing Tao, which is magnificent. Don't really drink it a lot of other places, but I always get it when I go to China.
We should do it. We should go to Choi's again.
Yeah, Choi's
Miss
is
it.
great.
Yep.
I mean, there's so many good ones. Silk's obviously
Yeah,
fantastic. David's we know. Red Emperor in South Bank, very good. There's a lot of great.
Plus, just your local,
Flower Drum,
just
all
your
that,
local,
and then your local ones.
local like suburban yum cha on a Sunday. It's fucking brilliant.
It's so good. It's so good. So
That's 2.
that's 2. Number 1. This is the best dining format there is. Long lunches. This is in any capacity. Whether it
excited
is
he gets.
a steak lunch.
Yep.
And you're just sitting there and you go, oh, what are we going to do? Oh, we'll go watch, we'll mark out a quote. We're going to go watch the footy somewhere. Yeah, we are. You know, back-to-back bookings, don't move us. Could be private dining somewhere. I thought about giving that a time, but I'm like, do you know what? It's probably 6 as an exclusive private dining, but these are all for me a little bit more.
Yep.
Just in terms of the format, but you can have that as part of your long lunch. Like just going there, being able to just take your time. Like I posted a story a few weeks ago. I was just at the Auburn Hotel, just having a wine, having a bowl of pasta, watching the footy. I reckon it took me over a quarter to eat the pasta.
Yeah.
And 2 glasses of wine. Like, I was just taking my time with it bit by bit, just enjoying life, picking at it. Like the long lunch is just I just
So good.
love it so much. And I wish I could do them. Every day would be ridiculous, but I wish I could do them every week. I don't do them as much, but I'm really trying to. I've made a bit of a commitment to myself this year to try and do more of them, and I think that's
You made a commitment to yourself.
Yeah, good for your mental health, Simon.
Yeah, I think like play in whatever space you need to play in, whatever
Yeah.
gets you up and about.
Yeah, so
you
that's
do
it. So that is my top 5 dining formats.
Fucking brilliant. I knew that the long lunch would be in. I wasn't sure long lunch, yum cha. I think you've pretty much nailed it. It's really hard to think of how I would like I definitely wouldn't add anything in. I think the 5 is right. It's just a question of the ordering.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, done brilliantly.
Yeah,
that was
thank
great.
you.
I was just going to say, for those who are listening, you actually can't wipe the smile off Wally's face right now. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I'm really the idea
when he knocks an honest list out of the park, you can tell he feels good.
A little spring in the step as he walks out as well.
So I'm gonna do a lot of these in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, good.
So with the combination of Easter and gather round, I will do pub meal. We do just about every week. Family style, like sharing. I'll do a couple of them. We'll knock that off. Lazy Susan will be happening, obviously. Like Golden Boy and all that. Hospital sporting event I'm doing with the family this weekend.
Nice.
And like long lunches. Yeah. So the next 2 weeks I will do all 5 of these, and it would just be magnificent.
So good.
I just want to say, so obviously we got this can be a time for another discussion, but you got the Lazy Susan. What would the male name equivalent be of a Lazy Susan?
Like a slack
Sammy.
Yeah, slack.
No,
It doesn't have to be an alliteration. Yeah, it could.
But I don't know.
Lazy leggy? I don't know.
Are we? I don't know. I do not know. Oh, do you know what? I'm not going to research how the name came about because I don't know what. I don't know where it find. I've just said it about 3 times.
I might even.
I actually don't know, but yeah, I don't know what the. I'm
going to read it.
Please tell me it's not like.
The exact origins of the Lazy Susan are lost to history, but it likely originated in the 18th century Europe or America.
Super respectful reason. Susan was awesome, but she was just a bit lazy. But everyone thought she was really cool.
So yeah,
named a piece after
it's
her.
not a racist thing. It's more of a dumb. It's like a dumb waiter.
To even say that.
Yeah, but it's a dumb waiter thing.
But hang on, isn't there something called a dumb waiter? Isn't that like a product as well?
Maybe it's evolved over time, but it's.
Oh, I reckon it's not that.
It's meant to be. Popular law links it to Thomas Jefferson, while the name likely is sarcastic, reflecting a lazy servant. Is the?
There you go. There you go. So that's fine.
Yeah, it's a sarcastic term.
We don't want to continue. We don't.
The Susan is just random. I think it's just.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Probably
it was just probably one person,
misogynistic with with
somebody's.
That as well.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Well,
there's nothing lazy about them. They do a power of work.
They do a good job.
Lifting.
Very good job. Before we go. We did hint at it before. This is our 99th episode. Next week will be our 100th episode of Honest Beers.
I'm really pumped.
Yeah, thank you, DT, for that. We managed to get there, raise the bat, all of that. But we're keen for anyone's views. If anyone wants to DM us on what they want to hear, see, whatever for the episode, please do. We will come up with a format or a structure that allows us to look back a little bit. We don't want to be, as you mentioned before, too navel-gazy, but we will look back at some of the moments we've loved, some of the guests we've had on that we've really liked, the segments. And all of that, and have a bit of fun with it. So it won't just be a complete look back, but we probably do need to highlight it. The best moments of Honest Beers for sure. And then more housekeeping as well. We're pretty close to getting our first Honest Archives episode up as well. More on that.
Very excited.
More on that on the socials. You'll actually be able to get who is it, what is it, why are we doing it, and when will it go live. But that's really, really soon as well, now that we're in our new studio, which is exciting. So plenty to come, but definitely wanted to highlight the 100th episode.
Right.
And enjoy your dining experience next Monday.
Will do.
That's it. Anything from you, DT?
No, all from me, boys. Another good episode.
No testy pops from DT today as well, which was huge. Well done. It's strong from you. I reckon he had a glass of water before he came in. He's ready to go. But anyway, as always, go Saints.
Go Hawks.